Here's the day ahead and beyond here at Capital OTB on this Thursday, January 29th. Coming up here on the network and via Capital OTB Bet, some Gulfstream, Fairgrounds, Delta, Turf Paradise, Batavia, Monticello, Yonkers, Flamborough, and Miami Valley canceled. Again, New York is off today and tomorrow. Fingers crossed on Saturday. They're looking at another storm. I don't think it's going to come up to here in the Albany-Saratoga area, but that is still to be determined. But they're looking at a storm down in that New York City area potentially over the weekend. So again, we'll keep our fingers crossed that they return on the weekend. But they're definitely, Aqueduct, no racing today, Thursday or tomorrow. Also, Charlestown canceled. Dover, Rosecroft have canceled for today. I will alert you to keep this in mind and maybe start handicapping early, although how early do you want to start if it's up in the air? But Aqueduct, when they do return, they have an $18,000 pick six carryover. So that's slated for Saturday. Again, $18,000 pick six carryover at Aqueduct. Laurel is slated to return to action tomorrow, and they have a $9,800 pick five carryover at Laurel tomorrow. So keep all of that in mind coming up. Also on the cancellation, the weather cold situation. Turfway canceled today, tomorrow, and Saturday. So they're on the sidelines through Saturday. They've canceled today, tomorrow, and Saturday, Turfway. And Oaklawn was slated to open up tomorrow for the weekend. What is they're calling, I think, their classic meet after taking off a few weeks with their new schedule in January. But the storm over the weekend, last weekend, snow, still cold down there. Things aren't melting really, and so Oaklawn, no racing this weekend. They will come back next week. So keep that in mind for Oaklawn as well. That updates you again with that crazy storm we had covering a major swath of the country. Has set back a number of tracks over the past few days and continues to do so for a few days ahead as well. Let me hit you with some of the promos and events coming up here at Capital OTB. Tomorrow, the Pick 3 Bankroll. Team has been selected, but if you tune in, we will put the plays out during the afternoon. You can, if you're on the team, you can root, and if you're not on the team, you can root along and hope that the team makes some money. I always like to have a little camaraderie. I will have the plays, sometime before, and it looks like probably concentrating tomorrow. No, New York probably concentrating on the two Florida tracks, but we'll put the plays out tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow, the $150 Pick 3 bankroll on behalf of the team that was selected a little bit earlier this week. Saturday, Holy Bull Day. It should be a fun afternoon of racing, certainly, with some nice stakes down at Gulfstream. But here at the Clubhouse Racebook, $100 Play the Board contest. So you can have a little extra fun Saturday here at the Clubhouse Racebook, 711 Central Avenue in Albany. Speaking of stakes action, let me just roll you through some of the stakes that are coming up on Saturday. Again, we're keeping our fingers crossed on Aqueduct. They have the Ladies, the Ruthless, the Toboggan, and the Withers for the 3-year-olds. There's some nice 3-year-old action over the weekend, including the Withers, Forward Gal down at Gulfstream, the Holy Bull on the 3-year-old side down at Gulfstream, Kitten's Joy, the Swale 3-year-old sprinters down at Gulfstream, Swedish Chant as well. They have some 3-year-old action at Laurel. Spectacular Bid and the Extra Heat also. Out in Southern California, the Megahertz and the San Pasquale at Santa Anita. And a couple of fun stakes down at Tampa as well, the Endeavor and the Tampa Bay. So again, nice lineup of stakes action, coast to coast, coming up on Saturday. Nice article by Dave Grenig in the Daily Racing Forum, and it was nice to me because last year I was impressed by Napoleon Solo and his win in the Champagne. So I've been intrigued to see what the game plan is when they're coming back. Trainer said Chad Summers has had the horse working. I think they're happy with the progress they've made so far. They're looking for a start potentially on the 28th in either the Fountain of Youth or the Gotham. Or they could wait for March 7th and come back in the Tampa Bay Derby. But I'm looking forward to seeing the return of Napoleon Solo, who, again, looked good and they elected. They said pretty much right after the Champagne, yeah, we're not going to go on to the Breeders' Cup Juveniles. So they elected to bypass that, and now they're aiming for this 3-year-old schedule. Going to be fun to see how it all plays out with Napoleon Solo. All right, that gives you a little heads up on the day ahead and more here at Capital OTB.